1, 2, 3, go. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Milwaukee Beer and Brewing Report podcast. Thank you. I want to thank Joe for hosting this event over at the Highbury.
Yeah, man. Of
course. Let's open this up with an I'm Frozen, everybody. Get your glasses up in the air. I'm frozen, I'm frozen, I'm frozen, I'm frozen, Tiki-taki, hoi, hoi, hoi! Tiki-taki, hoi, hoi, hoi! I'm frozen. Today we're kicking off with 3 breweries. We've got Jimmy Klish from Lakefront, we've got Jesse Mix from Sprecher, and we've got Tom all the way from St. Francis Brewing Company. Thanks for coming by, guys. We're going to open up today with Tom. I want you to talk about some of the beers you brought. We're going to sample some of those beers. We're going to actually talk to some of the civilians out there and have them sample the beers as well. So take it away.
Well, first of all, I'm with St. Francis Brewery. We're a brew pub located on the corner of KK and Howard on Milwaukee South Side. So I brought 2 beers here today. We have a new brewmaster, Matt Hoffman. He worked at Avery, Three Sheets, and Lakefront.
And Lakefront,
So I got to get Lakefront in there. So anyhow, I brought 2 of his recently brewed beers. It's a Belgian Sunrise Apricot. It's a Belgian blonde ale with fresh apricots, and it comes in at 6.6 ABV. And I also brought a Hopology. It's a IPA series that he's been working on. That comes in at a 6.6 also. So Matt's been doing some really good beers. And my title over there is sales manager. What I do is I do about 95% of the beer festivals. I work with about 20 accounts. And I oversee the beer garden at Craft Beer Garden at Humboldt Park, and I represent the brewery at all the meetings that we need to do. So I'm kind of behind the scenes guy, but I enjoy what I'm doing. Been doing it for 4 years over there now. And just to kick things off, our beer garden opens May 3rd. It's a Thursday.
Tell us the details on that, man.
Details. We're going to have the brew house Polka Kings there.
Sweet.
Keg tapping at 5 o'clock. It's always a great turnout. Hopefully the weather will be great. And then the following day, on Friday, we have Lakefront Brewing doing our first tap takeover of the season.
Sweet.
They do a great job. So yeah, we have an indoor facility there, so rain or shine, we're throwing this party. So
I love it.
Everybody come down. So as far as what's happening at the brewery, we're doing a Belgian Sunrise. We're releasing it on April 21st.
What style of beer is that?
That is let me see here. I forget what he had on there. He gave me some stuff, but all I know is that we had one release about 2.5 months, 2 months
You
ago.
went through that in half an hour.
Yeah, we sold 200 bottles in a half an hour.
That's wild, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
You guys.
So the anticipation's built up. That was the Belgian. It was a Belgian Sunrise. That's what Sunrise.
Okay.
The Belgian Sunset is the next one.
Nice.
So that's what's coming out. We're also doing a partnership with Gateway to Milwaukee. They have one of the members there owns Sugar Bee Farms, and we'll do a version using their honey with a Kolsch beer.
Wow.
So we like to partner up with a lot of local communities and nonprofits. It makes sense to me, so that's what we do.
Great. Before we get into sampling the beers, tell us where people can learn more about. Do you have a website or Facebook? How do you handle your information?
We have a website. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter. We're in some of the hard copies out there. So we're getting the word out more and more. But again, I want to let everybody know that we are known as the Craft Beer Garden at Humboldt Park. We are the only beer garden that sells Wisconsin craft beer.
Nice.
And we're also voted #2 beer garden by Shepherd Express this year.
Nice. And thank you for supporting
all of us.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Cheers to that.
So what we do at the beer garden, like I say, I oversee that. We have just Wisconsin craft beers on. We rotate them pretty much. And what we do every Friday, we have tap takeovers. And I have all Wisconsin breweries. I've got Vintage, I have Lakefront, Sprecher, Capital, you name it. I bring them in throughout the state. Also do some other events there. We do have a special release Saturday, and I try to bring in a beer that nobody else has had or served. And what I do is I reach out to some breweries that don't distribute in this area, and I bring beer in from them. So I've had Anape, Stillmake, and I've got a lot more planned for this year.
Wow.
Some of the other events I have is called New Kids on the Block. We had that last year. What I brought in was new breweries that opened up that year. And we're also having that again this year because I found 6 breweries that opened up, so we get through the invites out there, we're having them.
Nice.
So we do have a lot of events. We also have another event that actually Sprecher was part of last year. And we had Kids Bring Your Parents to the Beer Garden, where Sprecher donated free.
Start up drinking early, man.
That's right. That's our next step, is to get a kids root beer mug club. So we had the Kids Bring Your Parents to the Beer Garden. It was Sprecher provided free root beer, and we had $2 hot dogs. So
Sweet.
the beer garden is really a nice setting. It's family. It's geared for family and pets, and I really love working there. The people from Bayview are just great.
Nice to hear. Nice to hear. All right, well, let's take a little time out and sample some of your beers.
All right, sounds good.
You want to put a cut on it so we can get some cups out?
You got it.
Put a cut on it so we can drink some beer.
Okay, what do you want to start with?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Got IPA there, you got the Belgian.
Let's do the Belgian brews.
Yeah. Start big.
Do it on plastic, do it on glass. I can get some
I
glasses.
sit here for.
I think we should do some glasses. I think we should do some glasses.
Leave the plastic if we have to take it off.
The consumers, right, and we should. I think maybe we'll save the civilian stuff after we do our close-knit party here.
I
Yeah,
agree.
I'm still rolling. I can cut it later.
yeah,
Where's the blooper reel gonna be?
yeah.
Give it about 20 minutes.
Which one of these is the Belgian?
It should be marked B on top.
This? No, the growlers. 2 growlers. That one and that one. One of them should have a B.
Oh, yes, I take it back.
That's got something,
S.
that's tape
Should
on
be
that.
S Sunrise.
Does that look like an
There's
S?
a,
I don't know.
Real
I don't
faint.
see anything there.
what's the other one say? H?
There's something
This is
on
an
there.
S.
H maybe.
That's it.
Yeah.
This
All right.
might be an H.
Yeah, that's hopology.
Blooper reel is going really good right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Too bad we didn't start with you, Jesse.
Guys really know what they're doing.
You missed me tripping up all the stairs.
I caught him. He was tripping up all the stairs. I got you.
The cooler swung around and drove me.
Jim, where are you?
I'm here.
I was here. I was here.
You weren't here when I sent the text you did.
He's got old technology.
That's pretty new right there. A full screen and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said 7 o'clock.
No, you texted me at 4:15 and you said 6 or 7 and I said 6 at about 4:17, 2 minutes after. All right, label out, okay. All right, gentlemen, and we use the word loosely. Tom, tell us about what we got here.
I have here, it's a Belgian Sunrise.
It's either the haircut, ladies get the haircut, or you go to the
Got some fruit notes.
Hey, what about the guy working the camera here? Do I get anything?
Where's your cup?
Did you get yourself a cup?
Yeah, I'll take the plastic.
There you go.
I'll take a little one. I'll take a little guy.
You want one of these?
I'll get two.
Blooper reel.
All right, got your notes?
Let's cut that over.
No offense. The food is high, it's shot beer bar.
That's good. That's good.
It's almost like a whip beer.
Oh, my belly would, I need to.
Okay, Belgian, okay.
Okay, so I have,
Yeah.
are we ready to roll?
Yeah.
Okay, so I
All right,
have,
what kind of beer do we have here,
we
Tom?
have a Belgian Sunrise Apricot Ale.
All right.
Starting with the Belgian Blonde Ale, we added fresh apricots that contribute a candy-like apricot aroma that blends with the Belgian yeast, notes of honey, pear, and bubblegum.
Wow.
Comes in at 6.6 ABV.
Right on.
Okay.
Right on. Excellent.
This was actually released about 3 weeks ago. We sold 200 bottles in 30 days.
Very tasty. Very tasty.
Definitely very drinkable.
Congratulations.
Salud, guys. Salud. Salud.
I mean, the apricot comes through, the Belgium yeast flavor
Everything
is
blends really
there.
nice.
But it's
not
nice
over-
and clean and crisp. Finishes not too.
Very easy drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, very easy on the palate.
I love this style beer. It's just something that's packed full of flavor,
That
but
apricot does come through.
not.
I totally got the bubblegum and the
But it's
apricot.
nice though.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
It's really nice. Yeah.
Well, tell
Nice-
Mandy,
nice
you two
addition.
drinking?
This is a beer that I could drink like a lot during the hot summer days.
Yeah.
On a cold winter day too.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can just drink a lot of this.
Yeah.
Or even in the fall.
How long are you going to be making this, Sam?
Is this a seasonal beer?
Yeah, he's the next one that he's doing is Belgian Sunset.
So is this all part of a series? Of
It's
some
all
sort?
part of the series. He's been turning over a lot of beers. I mean, a lot of beers. He has a Hopology series,
Okay.
a series of IPAs that he's doing.
Okay.
So, I mean, he's experimenting, doing a lot of things. Since Matt has come over, he's probably added about 8 different beers to our regular lineup. So,
Okay. Okay.
Good job.
He's really good.
Well, I think this one you should for sure bring it back. I mean, don't discontinue
oh, we
it.
probably will. I mean, again,
That is a fantastic tasting beer.
thank you.
All right.
Finishes is what you're saying?
Well, yeah, but I mean, Tom, do a short pour because we got a whole bunch of beers in there.
Okay, so the next beer I brought is...
Don't rush it. Don't rush it. All right, now, while he's ready. All right.
I was born ready.
Right on. All right. And go.
Okay, the next beer I brought is Hopology Trial Number 2. It's a second in our series. Matt's experimenting with different IPAs. This beer is an American style IPA. It's a smooth tasting beer, and it also comes in at 6.6 ABV.
These are all on tap only?
They're on tap. Tap or growlers.
You don't bottle.
Also, that was fish fry season. I'm sure it was. I've heard nothing but great things about your fish fry.
Tommy from Enlightenment.
Thank you, sir.
He's right out of your neighborhood.
Yeah.
Nice frothy head on that one.
All right.
Wow, I smell the hops. I smell the hops on that one. That's a hoppy beer.
Yeah.
Ooh, I
I
smell
like
it.
the aromatics because it's not too
smell that.
resiny and it's got a nice aromatic quality.
That's an easy hoppy beer.
Yeah, but it's also
That is,
got that-
I'm not a
that
hoppy guy, but that's an easy hoppy
Dark
beer.
backbone too.
That's a very easy hoppy beer.
I like that.
Yeah, so do I. Yeah, that's good.
Wow. Kind of light on the carbonation. It's kind of nice. That makes it nice and smooth.
Yeah, and I don't like resiny type of
Hop forward
IPAs.
beers, yeah.
Right, yeah, citrus and resiny beers. This is really good.
Yeah.
Well, it's pretty funny though. PJCP got a new style called New England IPA. What about the Midwest IPAs? Come on, I want some malt in my IPA.
Yeah, I agree. It's yeah, we make one very similar to that.
Yeah.
For that exact reason.
New England IPAs,
Yeah.
it's a fad.
If you want my
Yeah.
honest opinion, I call them pop rattlers.
Yeah.
They're trying to make them as juicy as
I like it.
possible.
I like
Trying
it.
to make
I like
it taste
it.
like
Yeah.
fruit. You might as well be drinking a rattler.
Yeah.
It's not an IPA. It's not balanced. There's
Totally agree.
Yeah.
no
Totally
body
agree.
to
Yeah.
it. Yeah. That's all I gotta say.
All right, don't stop now. Wait, keep going.
Yeah, but this is nicely balanced, not overly bitter, not overly floral, not overly aromatic.
Okay, before we move on to Jesse, I just got to add, coming up on the 12th is flight night
Yeah, Joe drank all night.
over at Schlitz Audubon Nature Center.
That's good.
And St. Francis Brewery is part of the participants there. It's 6 to 9 p.m. And then your next St. Francis one that I've got is, yeah, you already mentioned your Belgian Sunrise. Yeah, that's your release. Sunset. I said sunrise like a damn fool. On the 21st. Now there's some other. While we're waiting for people to finish up, no reason to chug. But there's a couple festivals coming up too. On the 13th is Grand Gala, Wines and Steins around the world at Marriott Racine. I think that's done by timers. I'm not too sure. And then you've got your Crafts and Drafts. That's Marie Greguska from Discount doing hers at Serb Hall. That's on the 15th.
Yeah.
And then you've got Shepherd Express has their Stein and Dine on the 21st at State Fair.
Don't
And
forget
then-
Rare Barrel Affair this weekend.
That's right, I forgot about that.
Rare Barrel Affair up in the Wisconsin Dells at the Swan Door wedding facility, I guess.
That was the old Wisconsin Dells on Tap, right?
Nope, Dells
It's a
on
different
Tap
one?
is in October.
Okay, all right.
Rare Barrel Affair is one of the two beer fests put on by the Wisconsin Brewers Guild.
Nice.
All
nice.
proceeds go towards the Wisconsin Brewers Guild, which then helps all of us, which then helps all of you.
Right,
Get
right.
great Wisconsin beer.
All right.
So,
Well, I think, Jesse, it's almost time for us to segue into,
If I can interject, the St. Casimir's Beer Festival, Polish Falcon.
yes?
Oh, nice.
Is this Sunday?
What is it?
This Sunday.
Well, I hate to argue with you, but I'd like you to talk about that event when we do Lakefront's part of the
Oh,
program.
I will do that.
All right.
Yes.
Excellent. All right, well, suck it up, Jim, and it's time for Jesse and Spreckerville.
Very good. Very good.
All right, Jesse, welcome to our party.
Thank you. I've only been here for
All right, Jesse, what beers are we going to drink, and then tell us about what's going on with the brewery.
years. So I didn't know what was going on with this podcast, so I brought
As if I knew either. Welcome to the party. Yeah, we're all playing the same, shooting from the hip.
So I brought several beers that we can sample, cannot sample, but I'd like to feature them. nonetheless.
Yeah.
So
Let's do it.
Like Jeff said, my name is Jesse. I'm with Sprecher Brewing Company. Sprecher Brewing Company is the original craft brewery of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Founded in 1985, more dedicated to European-style brewing than American-style brewing, I guess you'd call it these days.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jim.
And you got a tap room on 5th Street.
The tap room finally opened. So for all of you who've been wanting and itching and waiting in line to get into the Sprecher Brewery to go have a beer and you didn't have a tour reservation, now's your opportunity.
Nice.
So 5th and National is where we opened up. The old
Cool.
Brenner Brewing Company. It's 706 South 5th Street. Just opened up 24 lines of all Sprecher beer on tap. Unless we do a cool little tap takeover with our friends in the Milwaukee Craft Brewery League. We do 24 taps of beer of our own from Thursday through Sunday each week. And you should stop by and see us.
And you've got an event coming up.
We've got a lot of events coming up,
The first
Jeff.
one coming up would be
So this
Mailman Mike?
yeah, Mailman Mitch, 1029 the Hog.
Yeah.
We have a great relationship with the Milwaukee Radio Group. Why not? They're the biggest radio company in the area.
Okay.
And so 1029 the Hog has a broadcaster named Mitch the Mailman. He is a big supporter of Sprecher and always has been. And we decided to do a beer for him. And it's our Belgian single ale. So for those of you who don't know Belgian single ales, that was always the beer that the monks used to keep for themselves.
Table beer?
It's a table
Table
beer, a Belgian blonde, goes by many different
What's
names.
the ABV on that?
Right about 5% alcohol.
Okay.
So it's one of those beers that you can drink all day long.
Yeah.
And that is exactly why the monks kept it for themselves. They wanted something that they can fast on, that they can drink, that they can have all springtime long and sustain themselves until the fall.
Sweet.
So the Belgian single, we're doing Friday night. It's Mitch's Brew Night at the New Sprecken Tap Room on 5th and Walker.
Where's the super deal on the beers after 6:30?
$1 beers from 6:30 to 8:30.
Wow.
So if you haven't tried it, you don't know about it, this is your perfect opportunity. I know we do
Nickel
a,
Fritz, that's Sprecher Fifth Street.
so yeah, Mitch will be down there with Rock Girl Sammy from 1029 The Hog. It'll be a pretty big party. It should be a good time.
Nice.
And then the next day, of course, is 414 Day. You got to talk about 414 Day. We're in Milwaukee. This is the place to do it. We are doing a lot of specials for 414 Day, so stop on down. A lot of beers on special. Mostly what we started off with. So 1985, we started in Walker's Point. And that is why we moved back to Walker's Point to open up this tap room. We started off with just a handful of beers. There was Special Amber, Black Bavarian, Milwaukee Pills, Milwaukee Vice. And so we're going to be having specials on all of those all day long on Milwaukee Day.
Very nice.
That's just a couple of things coming out.
Sweet. And what? Beer, gentlemen, beer week.
Beer week.
Beer week.
Beer week.
Coming up?
Yeah. What's that?
This week?
414 to 421?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have much going on for that, quite honestly.
All right.
It is a distributor-sponsored event, and some breweries are not in that.
Oh, that's right. It's the distributorship they can't be mentioned. Right.
Yeah.
All right.
So we don't do much with that event.
All right. Listen, we got empty glasses. We'll have some run on tape, but let's.
Why don't we start off with our Maybach?
Right up.
I was gonna say, I hate to interrupt, but this is a beer podcast.
You want it out of the cooler?
Sure,
Yeah.
wherever it's the coldest.
Yeah.
So the Maybach is our current spring seasonal. It's a traditional German lager. I'm sure Jim could talk way more about Maybachs than I could, because aren't you the representative for?
Who's got a cracker?
There's one bottle.
You know what?
You talk really well.
You know what? These are twist offs. We want this to be super easy. So the Maybach, traditional German lager. It's a dry hop version of a Helles. Just a nice, light, easy drinking German lager with a nice floral aromatic quality to it. It allows you to drink a bunch of them, but still enjoy the richness of the flavor. This will be around for about another 2 weeks, and you won't see it until next year.
So, really nice.
Prost.
And close it.
Cheers.
Close, guys.
You guys been doing this all from day one, right?
That is good.
The Maybach we've been doing for
Damn, that is
at
good.
least 25 years.
Yeah.
And then the Black Bavarian.
I cannot say enough about the Black Bavarian.
Classic.
Yes, that is classic Milwaukee beer. It's also won the World Beer Cup multiple times. It's won GABF gold medals. It's won just about every medal in its category that it can handle.
And a nod, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but a nod, no wink. Coast Spritzer Schwarz beer tastes not really tastes just as great.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. It blows it away.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
Blows
think-
it away. Nice.
Yeah, I think the Black Bavarian is.
Okay, the freshness you're talking about. Instead of sitting around on a goddamn freight container on a goddamn container ship coming all the way from Deutschland, it's made here in Milwaukee.
And it's fresh.
Yeah.
Not only that it's fresh, it's the recipe that comes down to it. Schwarzbier should be able to maintain for quite a long time, based on its malt bill and the way
Sure.
the way that it's
What's the
brewed.
ABV on that?
5.5%. We want you to drink a bunch of these.
Right on.
It's the malt content that you have on there. You know, that's why you enjoy it. You know,
Yeah.
Black Bavarian is the classical.
It was actually in the BJCP handbook as an example of the style.
Nice.
That's about as good as it gets. If you
Yeah.
have the beer judging committee say this is the example of the style that you want to brew to, and if your beer is there, that means you're doing it. That's all it comes down to.
I love it.
I'm very proud of that beer. I have nothing to do with it. I just sell it. I'm very proud.
And
to
you're
be-
doing a great job of it.
You're on the delivery end, which is damn good.
You're part of the team, man.
I'm very proud to have that in our repertoire.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And also mention it's at the Highbury.
At the Highbury right now, as we speak, you can get a bottle of Black Bavaria.
There you go.
Right on.
Along with our IPA.
Right on.
Another shameless plug.
Do it.
That's my job, Jeff.
So we're going into the black next?
We are not going into the Black next. Most people in the area have heard of the Black Bavarian, so I want to try and woo you with some different styles.
You know what? You are a great devil. Send us on your path.
All right, I think the next thing we're going to do is our Pineapple Express. We're a week before 420, so why not? Why not? Are you going to do another one of these before then?
No, that's ginger.
No. So we're going to do Pineapple Express. It's right here in the growler, guys.
This?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
right
okay,
there.
we got it. There we go.
Jimmy, Jim.
So,
So in the last year or so, we've done a lot of work into our Belgian style beers. Last year we came out with the Belgian Progression, which is a 4-pack of a single, double, triple, quad, all in one 4-pack. So you can see a wide variety of Belgian beers. And so riding on that high tide, we decided to come up with Pineapple Express. This is a Belgian triple ale with fresh Equinox and Mosaic hops. So you get a really big tropical aromatic pineapple, citrus fruit, aromatic quality to it.
you said 420s. You smell like reverb?
I wish. Doesn't quite. We really like the name, so it smells tropical like a pineapple.
It does.
And
We'll start pouring away. We're
we just
ready.
wanted that name put out.
Yeah. Don't overserve. Everything's beautiful.
Yes. Jeff, I'm not sure you've ever been overserved. Thank you.
That I remember. As they always say, if you're blacked out, it doesn't count.
That's good. Thank you.
No problem. So this beer,
All right, clank it, come on, clank it.
yeah, nice.
Oh, I thought, well, it's already done, yeah.
No, we need another.
Maddie needs to be fed.
Sorry. So the Pineapple
Hey,
Express is
don't shortchange the cameraman. Thank you.
You got a
Thank you, sir.
Hey, look at that, I want my face signed.
Why is the camera bouncing around?
Thank God it's stable, huh?
So the Pineapple Express is part of our fresh hop series.
Yes.
Most fresh hop beers come in later in the year. You're talking November, December, right after the harvest. It gives them enough time to put it in the boil or do some dry hopping if they want. This is strictly dry hop. We get these hops in fresh from Yakima Valley the day after they're picked. They're
Wow.
literally overnighted from Yakima Valley out in Washington, where they're picked and delivered to the brewery.
Wow.
That day, they go on top of the Abbey Triple, which has grown to be one of our top-selling beers. And it is sitting on there for 6 to 8 weeks and allows it to get all those essential oils, all of the great alpha acids that are in that hop to give it an awesome aromatic quality. So you get the hoppiness up front, but then it finishes with a nice Belgian sweetness to it. You get all those nice esters in the beer, and it's
Well,
very drinkable for 8.5%.
I feel like you're probably filling up an entire FedEx airplane if you're having them overnighted.
very close.
So Jesse, you said this is an 8.5%?
Yeah, it's 8.4% alcohol.
It's damn close to 8.5.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of traditional Belgian triples are going to be 8.5 plus.
Yeah.
We wanted to keep it in that drinkability range. We want you to have a couple of them. Quite honestly, that's our business. We want you to drink 6 of them if you can. But
That may be the limit.
yes, at 8.5%, there's definitely a limit.
So how long is this going to be around?
This will be around maybe a month. That's about it.
Can you reserve me a half barrel for the beer?
You're laughing, but he's asking.
Yes, no, quite honestly, I'm not sure I can with the quality of beer. Fresh hop beers dissipate very quickly.
Okay.
And that
What did he
is,
schedule for?
What are you, June 29th?
June 29th.
29th. What?
Tom's on top of the
Well,
ball.
we do special release Saturdays too, so I'm thinking,
If you can move it up, then, because once again,
Yeah, it's-
as you were mentioning, Jesse,
Fresh hops dissipate super
Right.
quickly, and that's
Right.
why we do it draft only. So you're only gonna find it in this rally. You're only gonna find it for sale to go at the Sprecher Brewery or the Sprecher Tap Room. You can find many other accounts in the
by the way,
or the craft beer garden in Humboldt Park.
by the
Only
way,
hops in.
By the way.
No flavor.
No.
by the way, what a divine package. How much do you sell these for over at your,
A 32-ounce single wall stainless steel growler is gonna go for about $20.
that's a fair price. It's a beautiful presentation. Yeah,
very nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think you need to buy one.
I think one comes with the podcast.
You know, a guy can always beg.
Gross.
Yeah, very nice.
Very good, very good. All good beers.
A lot of fresh hop beers most breweries will use in the boil because that's the natural state of using hops. We literally finish the Abbey Triple. We brew the Abbey Triple until it's in its secondary fermentation, and then we add these hops on top. That's why if you were to try this next to the Abbey Triple, it's a completely different beer.
So how much of this are you gonna be brewing?
We brew 80 barrels of this.
Okay, so it's gonna be very limited.
So 160 half barrels, and
Okay.
do the math down from that.
Yeah. More barrels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we do a very limited run of it every year, and that's because we can only get the hops fresh once a year.
So basically, you're gonna be teasing a lot of accounts to put this out.
We're big T's town. Yeah,
That went down very nicely.
yeah.
Can I have some more?
Absolutely, yeah. The issue with this is that it does drink so smooth.
It's very smooth.
People don't realize that it's 8.5%.
No,
you
you
can
don't have a
easily
clue.
down 2
Doesn't
pints
taste
of
like
this.
it.
Are we still on the Pineapple Express?
Here,
We sure are.
Oh, shit. Yes, we are. Oh, that's some good stuff.
That sure is.
Thank you, man.
That's some very good stuff.
Wow.
So we did Maiwach, we did Pineapple Express. I think it's time we move on to the Belgian realm of things. The next one we're going to do is our Night Demon. Night Demon is something most people will not ever notice. It is a 1 liter bottle of our Belgian Double that was aged for a year in bourbon barrels.
Sweet.
So this past year we came out with what we
Hold
called
on,
the-
Jim. Hold on. He's holding on.
Yeah.
Last year we came out with what we call the Belgian Progression Series. We were trying to expand people's palates to different styles of beer that have been done for hundreds and hundreds of years, but are not known as American craft beer. So we decided to bring in the Belgian style. So what the Belgian Progression Pack consists of is a Belgian single, a Belgian double, Belgian triple, and a Belgian quad that all comes in a 4-pack. This is the Belgian double. This was a brewer's favorite of ours, and personally a favorite of mine. At 6% alcohol originally, you could drink 6 of these no problem, have a very full flavored beer, and not be, pardon my French, shit-faced and stumbling out the door at the end of it. So we decided to take that
If you have,
beer.
it's a personal problem.
Yes, personal problem, no doubt. So immediately after we tasted the first batch of the Double, we made the second batch because why waste the yeast culture? We made a second batch and we decided to toss it in a Heaven Hills bourbon barrel. We sat it there for about 12, 13 months, and we released it to the Rare Beer Club, which is a mail-ordered beer club that we work with. How long?
How long is it each?
About 13 months. Just over a year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, it's got to be part of the Rare Beer Club.
Yeah.
I mean, if they want rare beer, we're going to give them rare beer.
Right on.
You know?
Yeah. Impressive.
Yeah. So we ended up with about 50 cases left over at the end of it that we had extra because the orders and the brew batch didn't match up quite right. And so we're actually going to be releasing this to the public on June 29th. at the Sprecher Walker's Point Tap Room. So we're going to be doing that at 10 a.m. It's the only other place, if you're not a member of the Rare Beer Club, it's the only place you're going to try this beer.
Okay.
Other than these fine gentlemen sitting next to me today. They're gonna try it.
You said 8 a.m.?
I believe we're releasing at 10 a.m.
10 a.m.
So you said June 29th.
June 29th.
You're also doing a beer tap takeover at the Craft Beer Garden?
Yeah.
But you
Tom,
have to-
Tom, I spread my time thin, but I do it in the right areas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tom's
So the
been
same day you
working
can catch us at the Humboldt County Beer Garden, we are going to be at the Sprecher Beer the Sprecher Tap Room on Walker's Point releasing this beer.
Very nice.
There's absolutely zero draft available for this beer. There's only these 1 liter bottles that are available.
And whatever Tom's project.
Yeah. Well, we have 100 bottles.
Wow.
That's it.
Wow.
100 bottles and it's gone.
Wow.
If you want to get there, come at 10 a.m. or way before if you want to wait in
Maybe
line.
camp out the night before.
Yeah.
possibly.
Yeah.
Kinda like
You
a
can
Black
hit us the
Friday.
night before and we'll drink you until midnight and then
Our
you can sit outside.
cups are empty. Could we accept some?
Yeah, in fact, I've never tried this beer. It is that rare, I've never tried this beer before.
Now, there's an event coming up that most of the public does not know about, Jesse.
Yes, John.
And that is the pre-party before the beer lovers over at Sprecher.
Most of the public doesn't need to know about the pre-party.
Which I might add is a very good party.
This year we're gonna do something unique. Get a couple bands, a bunch of tents.
Good, that's good. Bonfire live music. Bonfire live music. 2 fire trucks with guest taps.
Yep.
And then I'm going to bring the bugle to wake everybody up off their RVs and their tents in the morning so they can come up with bleary eyes and go to the beer lovers.
Oh, what a beautiful color. Look at that color.
You can tell by the color how rich this beer is going to be.
Yeah.
That's
It is
gorgeous.
brewed with real Belgian candied sugars. It's going to give you that deep raisin, prune, fig, dark fruit flavor to it. And then you're going to get a little bit of that tinge and that oakiness and that bourbon flavor, vanilla-y from the bourbon barrels itself.
So Jesse, here's $20. Can you put one on the side
Yeah, and they will
20's a
cost
good down payment.
$20 a bottle is what we're charging
He's
for.
been working all night long. He's
Why not?
for me? Jesse's a great guy.
Wow, what a
Hold on while I
fantastic
sample this.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That is great. This is called yumminess.
Yeah, so you do get some of that fusel alcohol flavor from the bourbon left over in the barrels. It gives you a little sharpness to it, but it is nice and oaky and vanilla. And
Yeah.
Very nice.
it actually finishes very, very smooth. This is a live broadcast of first sampling of this beer.
Are we live?
Yeah.
Cheers. Well,
As far as they
we're
know,
live right now. We'll get cut off in a little bit.
Not dead yet.
Anybody listening, this is a great beer.
Blame it on Birdie.
No, we're not 100% sure on what the ABV on this beer is yet. They haven't gotten the
3,000% alcohol.
samples back from the clinics that do it. But if it was 6% going in, I'd have to imagine it's at least 8% coming out.
Yeah, because you're going to pick up some of the stench from the whiskey barrel. Yeah.
Some of the stench. Some of the awesomeness.
Yeah.
That doesn't have an overpowering boozy flavor, which is what I
No.
like about it. It's
So
very smooth.
what I've found with bourbon barrel beers is the shorter amount of time that you leave it in a bourbon barrel, the more fusel alcohol you're going to get, the more burn, the more boozy flavor you're going to get.
Uh-huh.
The longer you leave it in that barrel, it has time to mellow out and age, and then it kind of creates its own flavor.
Okay.
That's why when we do our bourbon barrel aged series, the Tsar and Commando, they stay in barrels for 2 years. because we want it to mellow out. We don't want it to be hot and boozy.
Right.
We want it to mellow out. We want it to just be its own sort of unique flavor.
Are you using fresh one dump barrels?
These barrels have only been used once, yes. We get them from Heaven Hills Distillery, almost 100%.
Yeah.
Now Heaven Hills does several different styles of bourbon and brands of bourbon.
And where do the barrels go when you're done with them?
They go to the public.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Whoever wants them.
Okay.
Rain barrels, decorations.
How much,
new tap room.
how much do they cost,
Yeah.
if you don't mind my asking?
They cost whatever that year's cost was to us.
Okay.
Normally about $90.
Okay.
So that's an interesting question. How would that work if you wanted to roast a pig down that barrel?
That's the greatest idea I've ever heard.
That's a wonderful idea.
If you have a wood chipper or something like that, something that you could break down an oak barrel, especially a bourbon barrel that beer has also been aged in, I think that's the best way to use as a smoker. You chip that up and you make nice little wood chips.
Just make sure you don't put Steve Buscemi in it.
I think that's a great idea.
No, I
It's
actually
a-
had that conversation with somebody where they, somebody that does pig roast actually did that with some.
Well, my boss actually has made a smoker out of one of our once used bourbon barrels. And so you get all that natural bourbon oak flavor every roast that you do. But making chips out of it, because of the size of it, you get a lot more flavor.
So those listening out there are always thinking outside the box.
Drinking inside, thinking outside.
There you go.
So
I like your thinking.
I like hard drinking.
That's because I'm drinking.
Exactly.
Jeff, are you ready for the next one?
Yes, I'm born ready.
All right. So the next one is a couple months old, not that new to some and brand new to others. We made a sour. Sprecher made a sour.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, so actually our first sour was for our 25th anniversary about 7 years ago. It was called the Creek Lambic. A few of our brewers went out to Belgium. They hung out with Frank Boone for a while and learned some techniques. And
Got some yeast
for
on
you
your
guys,
trousers.
I'm sure. For those of you who know, Frank Boone is the godfather of lambics for the most part. And so we brewed our Creek Lambic, a Door County Creek Lambic. Creek means cherry in Belgium.
You use the tart Door County cherry.
We used the tart Door County cherry. 7 years ago, there was a handful of people drinking sours, so it didn't do so well for us. Luckily for me, it was still there when I started with the company, and I got to enjoy it thoroughly, and it was an awesome beer. And so what we decided to do for our 33rd year in business, I guess, was create a lambic again. So we let it sit for about 2.5 years using real lambic yeast.
Really?
Real lactobacillus, real Brettanomyces, not a kettle sour. We're not using lactic acid to sour our beer. We're using real lactobacillus. We're using real Brett to make this beer funky and delicious. And as a fruit, for me, there's one beer in the world I'd trade every beer I have for, and that's the Cantillon Blaber. The Cantillon Blaber, Cantillon is the sour expert of the world. If there's anybody who knows more about sours, talk to them, because I don't believe you. I'm jealous.
I was there and I saw them when they pumped the wort up into the cool chips.
That's so awesome.
Excuse me. We normally say nobody likes a braggart, but
No,
But everybody likes
I'm not bragging. I'm just talking about
I
what an
love
experience it was.
yeah.
What a great
Yeah.
The wort
Yeah.
was cooled up, it was pumped up into the belfry.
Nice.
You know, into the
They still
cool
use
chip.
gravity as
Yeah.
part of their brewing system.
Yeah.
This brewery's been around for hundreds and hundreds of years.
Jeez.
Yeah.
It is the end all be all of sours.
John Paul was there.
Yeah,
You know,
that's incredible.
Wow.
So they make this one beer a year called the Blaber. And in Europe, blueberries is not a very prominent fruit. And so once a year they get the blueberry harvest. And so the blueberry is Blaber in Belgium. And so they call this Lambic the Blaber. And it's sold at one bottle shop in Brussels. And that's it. You can't buy it at the brewery, you can't buy it anywhere else. You can buy it on the secondary.
Blabber sounds like a new nickname for me.
Well, Evil Twin just came out with a beer called the Justin Blaber, based off the name, which I thought was super creative. But nonetheless, I think blueberry is one of the best beer, or one of the best fruits for a sour beer.
Okay.
The tannic nature of the skin with the sweetness of the fruit itself. It hits on all levels. It's one of my absolute favorites. And so when they said they want to make a sour, I said it has to be a blueberry. Which doesn't go a long way, but I argued a lot until it happened.
I got tired of listening to you talking. So,
Yeah. So as
enough
opposed
of your
to
blabbering.
As opposed to American sours, which tend to be kettle soured, kettle sours tend to be very sharp up front, but lacking in the back end of the beer. It's all up front. This, because of the time aged and the actual natural
Taste.
bacteria
I don't
yeast
know.
in it.
Couple fingers.
That's good. And some on you.
Here, lick my hand.
We decided that it had to be the blueberry. It had to be this way.
Yeah.
But this beer, you're going to get some ups and downs. It's going to be a slight roller coaster ride. You're going to get that sharp, pungent blueberry sour flavor up front. Then you're going to get that funky Brett note to it, which a lot of American sours are missing.
Yeah,
And
I agree.
it's a bit of an up and down. In fact, it reminds me of blueberry yogurt. Yogurt is made by lactobacillus, and so when you get fruit and lactobacillus together, it reminds me of yogurt for some reason. The smell, the taste.
Interesting.
But it's got a nice sharp sour taste to it.
Right on.
I love 8.3% alcohol. Buzz, cuz. So, yeah, I'm very proud of this beer. Like I said before, I had nothing to do with it, but I'm very proud to have this in my repertoire.
Nice beer.
Yeah.
This is a nice sour. This is a very nice sour.
It's not too sharp or
No.
too funky or too sweet. Sometimes when you have Belgian-made sours, they tend to be a little syrupy over time. It takes that time to come over here, get into the distributor's hand, get on the shelves. Over that length of time, it could solidify a little bit, become a little bit syrupy.
So Jesse, let me ask you a question. Is there any health benefits to this because blueberries is an antioxidant?
Well, there's fresh blueberries in here.
There are fresh blueberries.
Can't be that bad, I would think.
In fact, I don't know. Don't quote me on this, but it could be a probiotic.
So you got three things going for you: antioxidant, probiotic, and
Alcohol.
Rock hard.
medication the hard medication the natural way.
For the other beer.
So,
That was good. Wow.
That sour?
I gotta blast it though. I gotta give it a good rinse.
Use the woman's room. Everybody else knows.
Use the woman's room.
Use the woman's room. Everybody else knows.
you got nasty stuff, bring it to the women's room. And I think that brings us to the end of things.
Fine.
Well, you had enough time. You are a
Oh,
good
stop
citizen.
it! Stop it!
Well, now that you say that, Tom, I do have one more.
I think one more bottle. Come on.
We're gonna bring it to the non-alcoholic side of things.
Right
I
on.
know this is a beer thing, it's a brewing thing.
Yeah.
We do brew our sodas, so
Yeah.
I decided to bring out our ginger beer. And it has the name beer in the logo. So
I'm gonna
Yeah.
pass on this one. I'm gonna.
Excuse me, it's not about you, Wally. It's cigarette time. Wally, it's not about you, it's cigarette time.
It's not all about you, I.
Definitely not about me.
So ginger beers tend to be a super ginger forward soda. It's like root beer, traditionally non-alcoholic, super easy to drink. We add a little bit of lime to it to cut it off a little bit, but it's just a great mixer. And this is our newest product from the NA side of things. Most of you would recognize Sprecher from the soda side of things. I hope you recognize some things from the beer side of things, but ginger beer is where we're going next.
And so, what cocktails do you put the ginger beer in?
Any kind of meal, Jeff. You know, any kind of meal. You can do a dark and stormy. You can do a Irish meal. You can do a Moscow meal. You can do some other sort of meal.
Right on.
Come up with it.
Right on. Right on.
So the ginger beer is even great on its own. Ginger has got a great holistic kind of.
Oh, that's right. That's
feeling
right.
to it.
Tom and I were asking, and the health benefits were again?
The health benefits compared to the beers, it won't get you drunk. But
How is that a benefit? I don't understand.
it's not. The ginger beer is just a great beer. Great soda to drink. It's more on the sharp end of the ginger scale.
Okay.
When you're talking ginger beer and ginger ale. Ginger ale is going to be sweet, more sugary, a little bit more syrupy. The ginger beer is going to be more ginger forward, sharper, in your face. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's all I got for you, Jeff. You can go on the gym from here.
You know, hey, why can't we savor this while we still have you? This is very nice.
Savor it.
Savor it. Yeah, and actually it's a good palate cleanser and a
Boy,
transition.
this is really, you know, I could use this at the beer garden.
I know you could, Tom. That's why I brought it.
Right, and then in transition, you and Jimmy both are at Draft and Vessels Made in Milwaukee Barrel Aged
419.
Takeover.
We are.
Yep.
You're going to bring a 2017 Black Friday.
You've got the Black Friday Bourbon Ales Imperial Stout, and Sprecher's got the
Bourbon barreled Cidre de Pommes.
yeah. How
So
about it, baby?
we literally had 2 fresh bourbon barrels left over while we were going to do our Czar and Commando in.
Yeah.
And we decided, I've never heard of a barrel-aged cider before.
Yeah.
And so we decided to toss our cider into some bourbon barrels for a year.
Yeah, so that goes. I mean, that's perfect.
It's
and it's their
super-
second Draft and Vessel's second annual Made in Milwaukee Barrel Aged Takeover.
Yes, sir, Jeff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Last year was great fun. There was a bunch of people there. If you've ever been a Draft and Vessel, you should get there. It's a lot of fun. I can't say enough about the event.
Eric's a good man, and I heard they're going to clone themselves. I heard they're going to second location in Tosa.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Really?
Yep. Yeah. No, didn't
Well,
I?
Tulsa seems to be the hot spot these days. You're gonna-
Well, you know, I heard St. Francis is the next hot spot. When they burn up Tosa, we're going to St. Francis.
We're in
Or West Dallas.
I'm not sure the address, but Fermentorium and Draft and Vessel both are signing up.
And there's a new brewery opening up in
Stockhouse Brewery.
Stockhouse. And Venture.
Yeah.
And Venture, too.
Yeah,
right?
and Venture.
Where?
Tulsa. All those are
All on North Avenue, if I'm not mistaken.
up and down north, yeah.
Yeah.
Mostly around like where Bunzel's was.
No, you got it confused. He didn't go to Bunzel's. Bunzel's is on Burlock.
No, Bunzel's is gonna be Fermentorium.
Yeah, okay. But Stockhouse ended up, he's on 7208 West North.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's only a couple block difference. You got a bunch of breweries.
Burlock North, that's more than a couple blocks. As long as you're not too drunk.
Half mile.
Okay, fine. All right,
Come on,
well,
Jeff.
I think it's time for Jim Cook.
Dun dun dun.
Da, da. Yeah, Jerry plays.
How do I follow, Jeff?
You do the best you can, my friend. You do the best you
I'll do the
can.
best I can, yeah.
All right.
So,
Start off with what you want to start off with.
easy teasy.
The new easy drinking baby, oh baby tea. Tell me about it.
green tea, oolong, green tea infusion in beer. It's going to be like 3.5% alcohol by volume.
That's why we're starting with it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I didn't realize this is that old.
Or ending with
that's
it.
old.
No, he's got a fleet.
We're saying that's going to be like the lowest craft beer in the world.
And you can still sell it in Minnesota.
You can still sell it in Oklahoma.
And then we're having Happy Glamper. This is our summer seasonal. That's 5% alcohol by volume. It's going to have Citra. Bunch of other hops in there.
Right
For
on.
those of you who are at the Milwaukee Craft Brewery League Tap Takeover at Record Tap Room, we had the Happy Glamper on tap, and it was one of the top selling beers.
Right on.
And we're also featuring it at the Craft Beer Garden.
The kickoff.
We have the Happy Glamper.
And let's see, on the 12th, flight night, we've got Lakefront Brewery over at Schlitz Audubon Nature Center. And Jim, don't be quiet about this. April 19th,
I'm quiet.
Lakefront Brewery Beer Spectacular at Landmark Lanes.
Landmark Lanes.
19th.
Yep.
You're taking over that. You take all 3 bars?
Yep. We're going to be in the back bar.
Back bar, okay.
So I just met with them today.
And then also, you had one, but you've got at least another 3 coming up. Lakefront Beer Academy 303, the history of Milwaukee beer and brewing.
Oh, that's cool.
I'll be doing that at the brewery.
Wow.
Yeah.
6 to 7:30.
What day?
April 24th,
Yeah.
May
And
6th, and May 22nd.
should be 2 days there.
What's up, Wally?
Hey, what's happening?
And then my turn, Kenny. So we have everyone at the brewery who is there, and it's a full-time employee.
Yeah.
They'll get their,
No.
they'll have their turn to make whatever beer they want.
Nice.
Whose turn?
Kenny.
Kenny's turn.
Kenny's turn. Yeah.
Yeah.
What style of beer is Kenny's?
Scotch ale.
Right on. What are we starting with first? Start with the low alcohol?
Well, I don't know. What do you want?
Whatever you want, Jim.
You're in charge here, sir.
Let's go
do
easy,
Let's do
teasy.
Kenny's to start.
Let's do Kenny.
Yeah, let's do some Kenny.
Right on.
Did you say go easy teasy?
Yeah.
Easy teasies later. We're
Wait,
starting
we're
with-
doing Kenny? I popped an easy teasy. Let's go
How's
teasy.
the Kenny?
That's good, thank you.
Don't forget about the little man over here.
All right, little man. Daddy's back into play. After taking a little break.
That's good.
All right, tell us more about this beer again.
Big multi-forward type of beer.
Yeah.
9% alcohol.
Little louder,
Guys, guys.
little louder, man. I can't hear you, Jimmy. Little louder, little louder.
9%
9% alcohol.
9%. Hey, there we go.
Nice, nice.
That's an after dinner drink behind the fireplace.
Yes, it is. Tom, you
By
are
the way, you gotta
correct.
remember in between while you're partying, every Friday when you go to Lakefront Brewery for a fish fry, you got the Brewhouse Bolka Kings over Lakefront Brewery. And Jimmy, until he retires, the threatening he's going to retire this year, until he retires, every Monday, he does tours at 4 o'clock on Monday. Every Monday. Until he retires.
August.
That's his, he's threatened to retire in August. Until then, we've got Mondays until August. Yeah.
For those of you out there who don't want Jim to retire, you better put in some sort of grievance with Lakefront Brewery.
So So Jim, if you do retire, are they gonna make a bronze statue and put it in front of the
Bronze Jim?
I prefer to just fade.
I was on the River West Pub tour